pricing of the LG G Flex 2 gets rumored, and it won't be as pricey as you think. Microsoft is apparently already testing Windows 10 on smartphones, and Samsung launches another alpha, though this time much thinner than the iPhone 6. I'm Jaime Rivera, and yeah, I know, I look like I need another 10 days of sleep after Vegas, but hey, we're back. This is Pocketnow Daily. Let's begin today with the official news. Samsung has launched yet another alpha, this time being the A7 that we had talked about earlier a couple of weeks ago. And even though the specifications aren't that hot, it is really not necessarily a bad phone. Yes, 5.5 inches on a diagonal with a 720p display, not necessarily that good. A 64-bit processor, we're talking about the Snapdragon 615, which is actually an Exynos octa-core chip on other regions. And yeah, 16 gigs of storage that's expandable, 2 gigs of RAM. But what's cool about this phone is that it's actually 0.6 millimeters thinner than the iPhone 6, if that's even believable. Yes, we do have the aluminum chassis in addition to other things. Links in the description for full details on this phone if you're interested. And for those of you that are interested in the display spec race and you want more Quad HD displays, DigiTimes is reporting that major OEMs like LG, Samsung, and other companies are already focusing everything on bringing us Quad HD displays by the end of this year, meaning that pretty much every flagship that they launch will bring this display. At the moment, we don't have it in all the flagships, but obviously we do have a lot of launches coming forward after MWC, so let's see if that really does happen, even though some of us still believe that Quad HD is not necessary. Now let's move the spotlight over to Apple, as reports claim that the company is already testing iOS 8.1.3. No, not 8.2. Apparently the company is trying to test this with retail employees. It seems that there are some bugs that the company is trying to fix, and server logs are already reporting that the OS is out there. We still don't know when it's going to reach the public. Hopefully later after this video goes live. Stay tuned. We don't know what's getting fixed, but hopefully it will fix more bugs, because there are some. And speaking of software updates, one of the major ones that we are waiting is Windows 10, and Microsoft committed to having a full event of everything that's going to happen on January 21st. Reports claim that the company is already testing Windows 10 on smartphones in a way. Apparently, it's just an application that the company has seeded to certain developers and seeded to certain employees in a way to test how things work on Windows Phone. Because apparently the big push with Windows 10 on this event on January 21st is going to have to do with Windows Phone, and hopefully MWC will show us something, because CES showed us very little, except for the Lumia 930 and the Denim, which is really cool, and we'll be talking about it during this week. And finally, for the very hot news of the day, raise your hands how many of you are interested in the LG G Flex 2. I know I am. It was probably one of the hottest products per se that we saw at CES 2015, not just because of the flexing. The phone is gorgeous. And if you're interested in getting one, it seems that it won't be as pricey as the G Flex 1. Apparently, there's this German retailer that is already calling it a 600 euro smartphone and paying it a $600 smartphone as well, which is even cheaper than the iPhone 6 and Galaxy S5 and just about everything that's already out there. It's just too cheap, honestly. But that's apparently going to be a $200 plus a 2-year contract smartphone in the United States, which is really cool. We should be expecting it to reach AT&T at some point, and it really leads me to the question of the day. LG G Flex 2, is that your next smartphone? Because in my case, honestly, yes, it is. I don't care in what color that thing is, just gorgeous. And there's a lot of innovation in the smartphone that I'm really interested in testing. But leave us a comment down below. If you would get the G Flex 2, why would it be? Friends, yes, you know the drill. If you want to get the news earlier before this video is filmed, you follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. You can also follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you tomorrow.